I'm Samantha Joseph. Today on the magazine, we're going to introduce you to a veteran who was recently recognized for his service in World War II. 65 years after returning home from Europe at the conclusion of World War II, 94-year-old Henry Marchant of Marlborough received the French Legion of Honor Award at a ceremony held at the Wayside Inn.
Well, it all started when I got a letter from the French Consul General in Boston notifying me that I was selected.
The Legion of Honor is the highest honor that is awarded by France. The medal is awarded only in cases of exemplary military and civilian service. I
was a member of the Yankee Division, and we landed in France in '44.
Henry, who was born in Leominster, moved to Watertown, where as a teenager he met his wife of nearly 70 years. The couple talked about marriage, but thinking he would be out of the service after his 12-month commitment, the couple decided to wait.
Before the draft, Dottie and I had been going together for 3 years, and we wanted to get married, and her mother we knew that the draft was a possibility, and her mother wisely asked us to wait until after I served my term, 12 months, a year. So we agreed. Dottie was young. So when Pearl Harbor was struck, we decided to get married. Her mother had, 2 weeks to put a wedding together. And we had a very nice wedding.
When the war began, Henry was first stationed stateside on coastal patrol. Then a couple years later, he was sent to Cherbourg, France, where the French people were very happy to see some friendly faces.
Well, when we got to France, the German troops were in every city and town, and they were in charge. It must have been terrible for the French to be under the heel of the Germans, because they ruled everything. They were happy to see the Americans come and liberate them. We also liberated a few of those death camps.
Conditions in France were less than optimal for the troops stationed there.
It rained just about every day at night, and it was cold and wet, and there was no way of getting dry clothes. We lived in wet clothes, and I remember waking up one morning with an inch of snow on it. They fed us K rations and C rations, always a few cigarettes in it. And standing in a foxhole, cold and wet, and it was, so you change smoked. It felt like it was going to warm your hands anyway.
Even confronted with such atrocious living conditions, Henry's company captured a strategic hill where his unit suffered a number of casualties and Henry was wounded. Henry recovered quickly, and after 3 days of combat, the Nazi-occupied city of Metz finally fell, thanks in part to the heroic acts of Henry Marchant. When Henry finally received word that he would be heading home, it was easier said than done. The journey took him through Czechoslovakia, Marseille, Casablanca, Portugal, Newfoundland, and Maine. From there, he took a train to Camp Edwards, where he would be home free now, right?
Well, we didn't get discharged there either, so we had to go up to Fort Devens. We landed at Fort Devens on a Friday night, and Saturday morning, I found out that they don't process anybody on Saturdays. Now, I hadn't been home. A friend of mine knew somebody that was stationed in the barracks there, so he gave us each a pass, which we forged, and I didn't care. We were going home.
In addition to his most recent medal, Henry has been awarded 2 Purple Hearts, the European African Middle Eastern Campaign Ribbon, and the Good Conduct Medal. But mention these awards to Henry and he quickly downplays his actions and gives credit to the many other soldiers he fought alongside of.
If you were in the same circumstance, you'd do the same thing I did.
That's it for this edition. If you have any story or ideas for us, you can email us at magazine@wmct-tv.com. I'm Samantha Joseph. Thanks for watching.